I'm looking a little more, I don't know, made up. I just did a self-tape submission where I had to be like an alien like person. So this is my like alien, maybe, I don't know. Oh God. So I am the worst procrastinator ever. Ever since like, I guess it really started in like middle school, probably high school. No, not middle school. It starting in high school, I became the worst procrastinator. You know, I'd always do essays, projects, anything the night before, and then the night before became the morning of, like I'd wake up at 5 in the morning before school to do homework. And then that became like, oh, I have lunch before that period, so I'll just do it at lunch. I'll do it at lunch before the class. So it was like, horrible. And then in college, it would always be like 10-page essays the night before, literally up all night in the library. And I always had this idea where it's like, why stay moderately stressed over an extended period of time when I could just be crazy stressed the night of and then it'd be gone. It's like acute stress versus chronic stress. But the thing is, that's not good because like you're just gonna be driving yourself crazy and you don't sleep and it's awful. My dad actually turned me on to a productivity or procrastination technique that has completely changed everything. I kind of want to light that candle back there. Much better. So this technique is called the Pomodoro technique, and it was developed by a man in the 80s, and it's meant to help with procrastination and efficiency. It has really like helped me so much. Okay, so the way that it works is that you commit to doing 25-minute intervals of work, and between every interval you get a 5-minute break. So you set your timer, you work and you focus. You like focus in and you work only on the task at hand. You don't check email, you don't check Facebook, you don't check your phone. You just set the timer and you work for 25 minutes. And then after that, you get to take a 5-minute break. And so it's really easy because when you're working, it really helps. You're like, I can do this for 25 minutes. I can do anything for 25 minutes. You just have it in your head that you're gonna take a break soon. And so once you hit that break, that's when you check email, check Facebook, go to the bathroom, get water, do anything. All those things you kind of, in your head, you're like, oh, I wanna do this, I wanna do this. No, but I have to work. During the break is the time to get all those things out. And then after the 5-minute break, you go back, set the timer back to 25 minutes, and then you start your second interval. Once you've had 4 work intervals, you take a longer break, like a 20 to 30 minute break. So I do a 20-minute break. So you work for 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes. Work for 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes. Work for 25 minutes, break for 5 minutes. Work for 25 minutes, break for 20 minutes. And so these longer breaks are the time when you're like, okay, you really get to like take a break, get up, stretch, go on a walk, make lunch. Like those are the times where you really get to have like a real break instead of just like a Facebook or email checking break. And it's been incredibly helpful for me. It just makes it much less intimidating to like to tackle 25-minute intervals instead of like, oh, I have to write this paper, I guess I'm gonna sit down and work for the next 6 hours. No, so like I said, so work for 25 minutes, break for 5. Work for 25 minutes, break for 5. Work for 25 minutes, break for 5. Work for 25 minutes, break for 20. And then you do it again. And so you break it down to these little intervals. It's way more manageable. It's been so helpful for me. I do it when I'm submitting to auditions because sometimes it's like I just get so distracted. And the thing is that they've learned, studies have recently shown that it's literally impossible for your brain to multitask. Like you cannot effectively do 2 things at the same time. So if you have your emails open and you're writing a paper, you literally can't. Your brain is not able to check email and write the paper. So what's better is to just block, it's called time blocking, and to block out 25 minutes and dedicate it explicitly for a certain specific project and a certain specific goal that you're working towards. And then the next 25 minutes can be for something else. If you've completed one task, you can move on to the next one, and it's just really great. So yeah, just a quick procrastination tip. I've struggled with it for so long, and this is really the only thing that's actually helped me. If you have any procrastination tips, I would love to hear them. Like I said, this has been a huge thing for me, so I would love to try anything. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.